question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, so, after you hear, the pretty much the Black Caucus of California blocked reparations, it can't get no more just pathetic than this. Don't mind me, I'm coming off vacation, off a road trip, I'm tired. But it can't get no more, just in your face and pathetic than this. When the wealthy and the rich and the high middle class of our people deny the rest of us that's in ghetto slums and hoods based off of crimes against humanity done to us, denying us reparations and denying us an opportunity to build economic growth amongst ourselves and bring resources to our babies and grandbabies. To have the Black Caucus block that reality goes to show that the NAACP, Black Caucus, all these people that's swarty and Freemasons and frat brothers and sisters, all this stuff, all these people is just showing us what it really is, man, and who they really for, and why our people is really still in the boat that we're in and haven't moved economically in 150 years. Just think of that. Think about that for a minute, because see, it's receipts to that, and I can give you people that can look it up for you and break it down to you, because that's their whole legacy and career is about bringing these numbers out. Like Dr. Claude Anderson, like I tell you all the time, somebody that can break down the economics for the Aboriginal Negroes of America and how we haven't moved in 150 years. 150 years economically. We talk about putting sanctions on other other countries. Dude, we've been under the longest sanction of all history. Just being with this colonizer's government and what they have done to us and been doing to us and maintaining what they're doing to us is unimaginable. No one been under sanctions longer than us. Right here on the soil that we joined the military to go out and take part in being a part of their military might, and at the same time being number one on their federal census of ethnic hate crimes in America as the most hated in the country, and can't get a bill passed for protection against hate crime. It's like mind-boggling to me how we in this boat, and yet we out being a part of the military, being a part of their system in a sense of helping them keep us in the position we in, which is ghetto slums and hoods, at the same time repping the system that keeps us in this boat. How do that even make any goddamn sense? Sometimes I just don't understand, man. Like, where do our people stand at? Because at the end of the day, you can't have this many receipts for what's going on with our people, what's happening to our people, why our people in the position we in, and we still take part in a system that won't let us get ahead from nowhere. I don't get that. I don't get that, man. The pen is mightier than the sword. And any way you can sway that pen against a nation of people based off of your bills being passed can really devastate a people, devastate a nation, keep them from any type of movement. It's just the reality to it, man. And then I be thinking like, wow, well, we gotta beg for justice for crimes against humanity. If we gotta beg for justice when it comes to what been done to our communities, when it comes to the race riots all up and down America, red summer riots, you name it, that wiped out our businesses and wiped out our communities in the sense of us having ownership and black ownership in our communities. For all these different things that have happened to us, and for us to have to beg for justice in the form of reparative justice, which is reparations, it's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And it's like, well, if we gotta keep begging for justice, in a way it's like, why don't we just do like the Kung Fu movies? Because the Kung Fu movies always got that revenge in it. Exactly. They always never forget or let go or forgive what been done to their forefathers, what been done to their villages, what been done to their people. They always looking for that revenge. No matter how many years, they go and train for years in kung fu movies to get that revenge for what been done to their forefathers, what been done to their ancestors, what been done to their loved ones. Maybe sometime you get to a place where you've been begging for 40 acres and a mule that's owed to you legally based off of crimes against humanity by a government and a system and colonizers that done it, that control the system. Maybe begging them for years is not the way to go. Maybe their system just don't have justice involved in it when it comes to Aboriginal Negroes of America. Maybe the justice that they have is just like our forefathers and ancestors told us, just us, and all else is excluded out, and anyone else get caught in the web of trying to mass incarcerate the Aboriginal Negroes of America is just casualties of war. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe that's what it always been, and that's why they told us about the forked tongue language and that justice was really just us. And that's excluding black people, Aboriginal Negroes. You're not a part of justice. You're a victim of it. Maybe that's exactly what our forefathers and ancestors was telling us. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe over all the atrocities that was happening to our people based off of lynching and the race riots and the Holocaust that started it all, then the massacres and the genocides and all that stuff that truly took place, that truly happened to us. Maybe when they said, our forefathers and ancestors said, these folks don't have no soul, maybe that's what they really meant. Maybe they wasn't talking about dancing. Maybe they was talking literally about their soul, and that they can't see or reflect on any wrong base of what they're doing to another human race, because their soul is not a soul at all. Maybe they're void of that, and this is why they can't give justice. This is why they can't push aside the anti-black hatred that is intertwined and woven within their spirit or within their body, to the point where they just can't see past the fuckery and the funk of what it is to be a nation of people who have a real bitter line of true hatred that they can never ever get rid of based off it just being embedded in them. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I really don't. Because I don't understand why any other nation opposite of my nation was struggling, just like what we see in Palestine or anywhere. My people was always for seeing those people get justice. My people was always for the atrocities to be stopped and willing to get out and help it get stopped. But when it comes to us getting justice, it's like you can hear the cricket in the room, because nobody else, no other nation is trying to say or move or help or do anything on the plight of our behalf, regardless of what is being done to us or have been done to us. Wow. Really wow, man. Especially with a history like ours, where we done came to bat for all other nations that was dealing with white supremacy, in a sense of what it is, and how our nation of people stood up to help all other nations that went through that coming into United States of America. And boy, is it a long receipt of history of us helping others to get a foundation here in United States without having those folks on a back. But in turn, we don't get that. But hey, who knows? Maybe that's what it's about. The Kung Fu movie, revenge. But I don't know. And I don't understand. But it is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.